Hello and welcome. This is Professor Jefferson Williams, your fearless leader, and I am coming to you from the remote location of Pontiac, Illinois. Welcome to Moody Bible Distance Learning. This is my expectations video for your class. So I have 5 of them, and let's just jump right in. I want you to know that I love teaching for Moody Bible Distance Learning. I do. But I also want you to know that I love Jesus more. And I want you to love Jesus more as well. If you take this class and you ignore Jesus, or your family, your wife, your husband, your children, your brother, your sister, your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your fiance, your cat, not your cat, you can ignore cats all you want to. They don't care, okay? But if you are not, let's just break that down. In 20 years, you are not going to remember what you made in this class. I promise you. I promise that every one of you, if you just do the assignments, you're going to make an A or a B. Okay? You will. I promise you. In 20 years, you won't remember that. My prayer is that you will remember something that will make you a better husband, a better wife, a better parent, a better pastor, a better teacher, a better missionary, or whatever you choose to do. That's the most important thing for me. And if you skip devotions, if you skip church, if you skip your quiet time with God, remember we don't check off boxes, right? So you can sit and soak in the love of the Savior. If you do that in order to do this class, we've messed it up. It's switched, right? It's turned around. So I want you to love and walk with Jesus first. I'd rather you make a B in this class and still maintain your spiritual disciplines and love your family. The first 2 years of seminary, I made straight A's. I did not make a B the first 2 years of seminary. And I ignored my wife. And she'll tell you I ignored my wife. And I was challenged by a friend, and he said, I don't care. No one cares what grade. In 20 years, you won't remember these grades. But you need to love her better. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to do 75% less work and love Maxine better. And I still made good grades. And it broke my heart and frustrated me because I should have been loving her like that all along. So if you're a husband or a wife, this does not replace them. You cannot ignore them for this. In fact, include them in this. Ask them as you're doing discussion questions. Ask your family about what they think about these questions. Okay? Number 2, discussion boards. It is very easy to disagree without being disagreeable, right? Yeah, not in this culture, not in the Facebook, Twitter culture, but it will be on the discussion boards. All it takes is one person that doesn't respect and honor and listen to each other, and it messes up the whole board. Okay, I do not expect you to say, I agree with you every single time. You need to say to students, I don't agree with this, or how about this, or challenge, or debate. We can debate all day long, but we need to make sure that we do it in love and value and right? Right? Okay, right. By the way, I do follow the Moody policy for the discussion boards. If they're late, it's a 0. That's not my policy, that's Moody's. It's harsh, I understand that, but it's the policy and I follow it. So I follow the timestamp. If it's after midnight, it's late. Okay, so make sure to get it turned in on time for all your stuff, for that. Okay, every professor you've ever had has a pet peeve. They do, I promise you. And mine is college level work. I worked for 10 years with a senior pastor who was an editor, and he taught me how to write. I thought I knew how to write. I didn't. He taught me how to write. And so you're in college. I'm expecting college-level work. That means no misspelled words. You have spell check. No misspelled words. Download Grammarly. That's free. It'll grammar check your papers. Okay? Read your papers out loud. Make sure they flow. I would much rather you do short, concise, clear sentences instead of, 17 lines and it's one paragraph. Make sure that you do that. Some of you, this just flows naturally. You're really good at it. Okay, you just write well. Others of you, this is a struggle. Okay, there's a writing center in Moody, and I will even help you. I promise. And I'm not just doing this to be a grammar geek, right? Once you get out in the real world, I've been in the real world. You turn in a report that has misspelled words or it's terrible grammatically, you're going to get fired. It's true. And so let's do college level work and let's not make my head explode. Okay? Okay, that's it. The 3 L's, very quickly, we're going to learn, we're going to laugh, we're going to listen. Okay? I've taught that to students for 20 years. We're going to learn, we're going to laugh, and we're going to listen. And then the last one is prayer. I'm going to ask that you pray for each other and you pray for me. And specifically, even right now, that you would pray for me, pray for my wife. She's in the hospital. She had her entire colon removed and her appendix. On Friday, she's still in the hospital. I'm driving back and forth. And I would just ask that you would pray for her, that she would heal and I could bring her home. That's the most important thing. And then your expectations of me, that I'm going to pray for you, that I'm going to be for you, that I am your fearless leader. Also, you should expect, and I'm going to promise you, I'll read every word you write. I promise you. I know there's professors that I had that did not read my papers. They skimmed them, or they didn't read them at all. I know it. I'm going to read your paper. I'm going to read every word of it. Okay? That may mean I may take longer grading it, but it's worth it because what you write is valuable to me. All right? And then I'm going to get your papers back on time in a timely manner, and you should expect that I'm going to be the fearless leader, and you can text me or call me anytime. That doesn't mean I can answer, but I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, I am a licensed I'm a licensed counselor, marriage and family therapy. I am also an ordained pastor. I'm here. I want, every 8 weeks, I have students text me and call me and just say, hey, this has nothing to do with the class, but my marriage is struggling, or I'm struggling with this, or something's happened and I need to talk about it. Okay? I've been in ministry for 25 years. Take advantage of that. All right, that's it. So we are beginning, and we're going to have a great 8 weeks. Onward and upwards.